How's everybody? I know we're a couple of minutes late. Sherry has been spilt in cyberspace by Colette, and she had to clean it up there, so there was panic attack there for a while, but not her part, I might add. So. Do you recognise this song? How's Deirdre? This is a song. We're now. How's Morris? I think Declan thought we were at the top 20, and so did I actually, but this is actually 25. How's Fiona? 25 to 20. So we're counting down. Number 20. Amanda is in Edinburgh. What's it like there? It's not too great here in Carlingford. Rainy, windy. And only down the road, we've got our old hometown, Boomtown. Celebration coming down my road. I'm caught up in the mood they make. I'm always failing, always look to win. There's only so much a man can take, but there's something that's just holding me on. I'm colder than an April shower. I saw someone who wanted to belong. These things keep me hanging on in a boomtown. What blows up must fall down, stinging like an angel hitting a wall in a boomtown. What blows up must fall down, stinging like a backside in some old-fashioned rodeo. I saw a mother dressed in black today. I'm caught up in the mood she makes. Her hair is twisted and in her heart she longs to be dragged from this lonely place. But there's something that's just holding her on. She's colder than an April shower. I saw love running down that road. These things keep me hanging on in a boomtown. What blows up must fall down, stinging like an angel hitting a wall in a boomtown. What blows up must fall down, stinging like a backside in some rodeo in a boomtown. What blows up must fall down, stinging like an angel hitting a wall in a boomtown. What blows up must fall down, stinging like an angel, some old-fashioned rodeo. It's Thursday. It's just a little past 8. Loving the national weather reports. Well, are we getting what reports have we got coming in? Maybe Colette will enlighten us, because the weather forecast here in Carlingford is dismal. That's the only word for it. Dismal. Windy, rainy, not great. Deirdre says in Ballincollig, it's not great. Oh, it's still dry in Dublin. Last time Helena checked, it was still dry. Wet and windy in Cork. Yeah, well, we certainly think we've got Cork covered. Ballincollig's close enough. I haven't been a couple of weeks. Wind howling in Ballymena. And that's a place now. When that place gets, we're up there a lot, up with the legend they call Enda Walsh or Amber Wolf, as we call him, and when it gets because you're up far north there, so when it gets blowy up there, you know all about it. It's moist in Liverpool. No, we'll leave it at that. Fierce windy in God's country is Fian Quinn. Where is God's country? I mean, I know Bono thinks it's somewhere, like, but not even in Ireland. So it's.
I haven't a clue. I think it's sort of make it up thing.
Is it?
I think so.
It's just anywhere is God's country.
I don't know if there's a specific, unless it's.
Well, where could it be? It's wet and windy in Belfast as well. God, that's the national. There's the national weather for you right now. There's nobody. It's dry in Sutton Coldfield. Best open a bottle. You read my mind. In Germany, wow, it's nearly 0 in Germany. That is nasty. So, what's everybody drinking tonight? I've got. Look at this. Look. It's toasty in the gym. Have you ever heard of that place?
That does look nice.
Doesn't it? And do you know how you know that this is a nice bottle of red wine?
The wee bumps on
the wee bumps. When I see that, I go, this. Our sister imports wine. She'd be mortified if I said this. But when I see the bumps, I say to myself, there's a quality vintage right there. You know, that's all I need to look. There's bumps at the front of it, and there's bumps around the side of it. You don't see that on the Noggin. I haven't seen.
That's for when you're drinking out of the bottle. So that's non-slip.
You can grab it. Yeah. It's like a non-slip thing.
That's what that is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, is there any hints of woodland fruit coming out of this? Let me tell you. It's a Côte de Rhône. It's Celia de Pronce. That's my French there. I did study A-level French, as I'm sure you can tell. That is a pungent aroma, a touch of woodland fronts, and a bit of farmyard.
Woodland fronts?
Pink noir with bumps. Is it? I'll go and see about that. So, what are you on deck now, need I ask?
I'm still digging the old
0 alcohol. They can't understand. Apparently, if you go on subtitles, they can't understand what I'm saying. I don't understand why that would. I would have thought my diction was. Martin McClory says you can tell a good bottle of wine by the bump at the bottom of the bottle, which is.
I've heard that.
Have you? If there is no bump at the bottom of the bottle, it just means you're drunk and you can't see it.
It's the thing that goes up in the middle.
Yeah. If there's a bump up in it, that means it's a good bottle of wine. So basically, the bumpier the bottle of wine, the better quality it is. And then you worry about what it actually tastes like.
I need confirmation on that. I don't know. That's but experience.
I think that, like some serious wine publications are going to start covering our Thursday night show.
Have a column.
Yeah, we could have a wine column because of the alternative viewpoints that we're presenting. Can't beat the Barry's tea.
I got a text there that the Dirty Old Campo's going for €7 in super value at the minute.
Is that super value across €7?
Yeah.
Now, I would expect the Noggin to be taking a drop of that magnitude, not the Dirty Old Campo, not after all the talking
all
up
that good work.
Done. Yeah. There's Morris, the man himself, the Noggin representative. He's saying he's drinking Guinness 0, but I still can't dance or play the guitar like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Especially in the dancing front. So. That was number 25, Declan.
That was number 25.
Number 25 most popular four of a song as voted in our ultimate playlist poll. We'd also like to welcome everybody on YouTube. Thanks for turning up, as well as the Facebook brigade. Yeah, so we're done. Getting down the charts. Drag My Bad Name Down was number 1, if you remember that one. was #1, but we're all the way back to number 24. And straight in at 24 is Blue, a song from the album Fingerprints. That was written by Declan, myself, and the aforementioned Enda Walsh up in his beautiful studio, Amberville, in Ballymena, where he has a beautiful grand piano. And this was the recorded version was done, I think, one take. Because
at the same time, yeah.
Yeah, the guitar, the piano and vocal was put down together because Enda thought that you couldn't click to it, so he was moving. His time signature was moving back and forth the way only he can, and I just had to sort of try and keep up with him.
Okay.
What's the chances that I'd see you here after all this time, all these years? Seems like only yesterday I was holding you. Are you someone else's sweetheart now? You still hang out with the same old crowd. Everybody else has settled down with somebody. White in a chiffon dress, trimmed in lace, bright in the midday sun. Blue is the color that I see on you. Blue, just seeing you. And I won't remind you what you left behind you. Rain on your parade. Something in your eyes, a look I know you can't disguise. Still we both pretend there's nothing there. Blue, the thought of you with somebody new. Blue, I'm no good at lying. I can't keep these hands tied. I can't watch in vain. Watch us staring at the last page in another life. There's a chance we would survive, so I throw a line and look for a sign, but it's no use. It's no use. What's the chances that I see you here some other day, some other year? Will this feeling that I carry round ever disappear? In a chiffon dress, trimmed in lace, bright in the midday sun. Blue is the color that I see on you. Blue, I'll be seeing you. Decided to bring in the effect halfway through there. Was that like sort of a dynamic thing, or were you just forgot to do it?
You know the way on like the old classic Motown, the strings come in at the end. Bit of an experiment.
Right. An experiment. How do you feel it went?
I don't know. You listen back.
This wine's actually very tasty. You moving on to another Guinness? How fast are you drinking that stuff?
I try one of these every 5 minutes.
Declan drinks 0 Guinness every 5 minutes, which means that even if there's look, just as well it's 0, it's not 5%. Well, Mary Lowry, favourite song ever. You know that song is a bit of a heartbreaker, that song. Because you sort of always feel about, you know, some people, I'm sure everybody knows people who, you know, they had a sort of a love that they thought could have gone all the way, and then for whatever reason it just didn't. And
What I'm particularly impressed by the lyric on that is that it all happens in real time. The story, the narrative,
yeah,
basically all happening within that 3.5 minutes of the song, which is very rare.
right enough. That's right. Well, how was it? Was there much rewrites going on that from a lyric point of view, or did it get most of it?
We got the first done in Dublin, and then the middle eight was done. Middle eight was the very end.
I remember when it. Believe it, you know when when Enda started it. It was up in our house in Carlingford. Yeah, remember?
He had done it on a
It
cassette.
was, no, we were listening to it, and then he set up the keyboard was in the house, and I remember thinking it sounded like Coldplay. It was like completely different.
You're thinking about up in your place.
Yeah.
That was the middle eight. I already had the other thing. He had recorded it.
All right. Okay. Yeah, and I kept thinking. I can remember going, "This could be a tempo." You know, do you remember this?
We
And
were
I think,
trying to get the second part.
yeah, but I don't remember thinking it was going to be that slow. I remember thinking we could build into a big sort of, and then
What's new?
I know I'm always trying to go, come on, let's see if we get the energy, and it's like, no, it's not one of those songs. Now I'm going, come on. But
The Padre Donald was just saying, you know, like he could have, it was before you were a father, that if you had a kid, you'd be going, grow up, come on, hurry up.
yeah, I mean, it was just because I think there was one period I was just going, there was too many slow songs.
Yeah, good reason.
Well, yeah, but it's
harder to write fast ones.
It's harder to write good. I mean, the thing about slow ones, it's relatively it's easier to write an okay slow one.
Yeah.
It's still very, very hard to write a really good slow one.
Yeah.
But the problem is you need a really, really good slow one so that you can say, oh yeah, those other songs don't compare.
But lyrically, it's easier if you're singing slow. If you're singing fast, you've got to have a reason for singing. You know, fast. Do you not find that?
You need a reason for singing fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're slow, it's like, oh yeah, that's all very thoughtful and moody, and he's, you know, he's just always in their turmoil or whatever it is. But it's fast. It's like, oh, okay, what are you getting so jiggy? Well, that's not bad.
Well, I would actually prefer to be singing slow with the song moving fast. That's the best way where you're relaxed and
Yeah.
But there's not too many. I'm trying to think of a case of that. Like I'm driving my bad name down in a book and singing
That
at
whole
the same.
first album's very.
How fast can I sing? How excited can I get? Gary Clark, very Into Your Arms, true and. But I mean, Into Your Arms is an example of a good slow song. But you wouldn't believe the amount of average slow songs that we throw out. You know, we have, you know, because I think it's when it's slow, it already has a sort of a mark against it. You know, now I'm just saying this and I'm just thinking, well, this next song, number 18, isn't exactly too fast. It's in the second album, Man Alive. It's one of the slower songs on. Yeah, straight in at number 17 from the album Man Alive. It's first week here in the Hot Top 30. You voted in. It is the one and only. Also, double said Washington down. But it was so good that we had to put it on Man Alive. Possessed.
Hold your horses now.
Okay.
Hold it.
Don't go straight into that, no. I'm saying just. So, do you remember when this was written? I think this must have been.
This is when we returned songs for Tempest.
Right.
It was the first song we had for My Life.
Muffin would like that. Do you remember that? I remember him liking retro Top of the Pops. Yeah, we're going back to the 1990s. Man alive. Cheers, Freda. I will drink to your very good health. It's the delay that sort of makes it, yeah. Yeah? You feeling good?
Feel good.
Okay. Take a look at me. Tell me what you see. The face of a broken man. When all of the things you got don't come close to what you've not, I know there's a better way, angel. For years you fought for higher ground, but the dirt was all you found. I know there's a better way. For how long must you stay possessed? If your heart is cold, then your world is old. Don't let this lonely life just lead you on down the same path. Tired through the trials of age, alone in this war that you wage. I know there's a better way, angel. When some young thief steals your crown, when your hopes almost drown, I know there's a better way. For how long must you stay as fate pays you back? It highlights everything you lack. I know there's a better way. For how long must you stay possessed? Possessed. From the album Man Alive, released in 1993. We're getting really like that one. Wow. Possessing me my top 3 of your songs.
Who said that?
Joe Butler.
That Joe.
I got mine in Super Value. He must be talking about that's Morris.
The Dirty Campbell.
He must be talking about the Dirty O'Camp. I thought he was a Noggin man, but he's obviously, he's maybe he took your advice. We should say that Colette would be remiss of us if we didn't say that if you're on YouTube and you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe and knock the knocker, or ring the knocker, or knock the ringer. And if you are on Facebook, like or follow, or indeed share if it takes your fancy. And yes, And also, please do subscribe if you're not a member of our online community. Please do, because we there's lots of prizes and giveaways. We didn't do a giveaway this week. I'm sorry about that. That was my fault. Because we got so excited because drum roll. Yes, we finally done it. We have now the pre-order going for our third vinyl release. And again, we did a poll, don't know if you remember, but we did a poll about a year ago, and we asked people to vote for the albums that they'd want to see on vinyl. And it was really tight actually between Heaven and Earth and Classified Personal after Sugar Island as to which one to go for. So obviously Heaven and Earth just pipped it. But Classified Personal is good, and it's I would like to thank everybody that has already pre-ordered a copy. I mean, which is a load of people. Thanks so much, folks. And we did throw in a couple of extras. Do you want to explain the extras we threw in there? Well, we threw in for anybody that pre-orders. If you're not aware of this, basically we've got Classified Personal, an album we released in 1999, which contained the singles. Maybe It's You, Changed, Volatile, and it was actually the album that sort of got us back after a long gap of about 6-7 years, and a bit of a change of direction, and became a lot more acoustic, and so we're very proud of that album. I got to wear a red suit, except I wasn't wearing a red suit, it was a blue suit, but I took a picture of it that made it look like it was red.
Mine was pink.
Declan was pink, and that was it red that took the photographs? It's confused, man. Yes,
His name was red.
His name was red. The guy that actually took the photograph, it must be a sort of a calling card, a bit of a sort of a Graham Nuttall thing. But basically, any time he takes a photograph of anybody, it doesn't matter what they're wearing, he makes it red. But he certainly did that to my outfit, which was actually a blue suit, funny enough. And I wouldn't like to try and fit in it these days now. Helena has pre-ordered, James. I can answer that question for you. Yeah, so we decided, well, what could we give people that pre-ordered the album? Because the album's, we are actually hoping to have the album next week. Or certainly, if not next week, very close to it. And the album is going to actually we're shipping it out. We want to make sure people have it for Christmas, so we're shipping it out on the 25th. But anybody that orders before that gets a couple of bonuses. And I should also say that Frida just said that well done to Declan on picking the colour. Sunflower yellow is her favourite colour. So Frida, and you went and put that. And when Declan originally said to me that the colour I said, what colour are you going to go? We've done red on Sugar Island, we've done blue on Heaven and Earth, what colour? And Declan said yellow, and I was sort of, not 100% sure about that. But looking at it now,
It's the type of
yeah.
yellow. I wouldn't have known it unless I saw it.
Yes.
It looked gorgeous.
Yeah.
And it's translucent as well, so it's got that shimmery thing.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. So I think Colette has put up a link if you want to pre-order this album, because as I said, after that we've got a special offer for people that do pre-order it. The clock's ticking on that because it's basically, I said, 25th. So we said, well, what can we give people? So we said, well, we'll give them the CD of the album. That's the first thing. But then Declan came up with the idea of doing some brand new Riaka remixes. And by brand new, I mean that I might be drinking some Riaka, but Declan will be involved as well. So there's no danger that it will be some sort of atmospheric thing with no singing it. Way it should be, but it'll be a mixture of my how would we call it, lateral thinking.
Yes.
My lateral thinking and Declan's desire to get the song across. I would imagine is what that will be. And we've picked songs.
You need to get a case of Riaka, and that is what I know.
While we're doing
it. Absolutely.
Are you going to be drinking the Riaka?
Well, I think it's only fair.
I think it is only fair. You can't call the Riaka remix and not be drinking anything. Yeah, so
So we could try effect number 9 on a few of the tracks.
you mean do overdubs?
No, I mean, send it out to.
Well, I think we should try it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'd like to know what that effect number 9 sounds like on some of the tracks. Because I only got that last year.
You can actually, I don't understand what you're saying. You're talking about
you can send it out and use that as like outboard gear.
to put effects on like vocals or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a bit of fun with this these Ryoko remixes, and they're on good songs. I think we're doing Pure Release, which a lot of people said should have been a single. So maybe we can try and single that up a bit. Maybe It's You, Change. That's 3. What is the 4th one? Uptight, which is actually one of my favorite songs on the record. We need a video Ryoko remix. A video of us drinking while we're trying to do the Ryoko remix. You know what? That's a good idea. I think Declan should video me while I'm drinking Ryoko and trying to operate the desk, and then I should video Declan while he's doing the same thing. But the clock's ticking. We've only got 2 weeks to get these things finished. But if you want to look like what the CD is actually going to look like, check it out here. Look. And Declan even put the artwork. The artwork even has a.
With the wrong song titles.
Was that the wrong song titles on that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Declan, we were going to do. You rang me up and said, we need to go. The single should be on this. We should be remixing the singles, as opposed to some of these were album tracks that I had already done Ryoko remixes of. And I think it was also his way of saying that the Ryoko remixes that I did weren't quite good enough for the extra CD, and there would need to be more time spent in trying to get it together. So a bit like the Marigold remix for The Waiting Game, it's going to be a bit of fun for us putting that together. Amanda, can I please have the album signed, pretty please? We're signing all the pre-orders, Amanda. So anybody that pre-orders the album, sign it. But very excited. But yes, if you haven't pre-ordered that, fire ahead. Now, as I said, that this once the launch date in 2 weeks, it'll just be the album you'll be buying, not this. But the reason I mention that is because the next 2 songs just happen to be from that very album. Number 22 and 21 on the best 4 of us songs are on Classified Person. Number 22 is none other than a song that is going to be given the Ryoko remix, and that is Pure Release.
Right, hold on.
Hold it. So what do you think you're going to do to this? What do you think we're going to do to this in the Ryoko remix? There already is a rhythm in this, so we can have a bit of fun with that.
Yeah, but the Ryoko remix you did of this is actually very good.
Is it?
Yeah.
So we're gonna base the Ryoko remixes on the Ryoko remix.
But I think Ed and Uptight were both good.
Okay. But there was no singing in it, really. There wasn't enough singing in it.
Can't remember now.
Yeah. Well, you want the song in there, I think.
Okay. So I've got a different tune for this.
Is this a new tune?
Yeah.
Joanna Hegarty says, signed, better again. These vinyls are my legacy to the next generation. Yeah, see, once if either of us have a horrible gardening accident, then basically, the values of those signatures will go up by at least €10, I would imagine.
Did that news report where Ed Sheeran was complaining about Adele?
I did.
Booking all the vinyl?
Yeah. I mean, that was true. When we went to, we're thinking about doing the vinyl, and the guy that does it with us, Neville, he said, look, lads, there's actually a world shortage of the compounds that make the vinyl or the coloured vinyl. And I thought that's got to be a joke. But it wasn't. And then there's an interview with Ed Sheeran that's saying basically Adele's has sort of all, all the plants all over the world have been sort of booked by Sony for Adele's vinyl, and Ed, good old Ed's trying to get in there to get his vinyl made, and he was finding that he'd been bumped by Adele that got there before them, but we got there before either of them. And there might be anything left. If this thing sells away, I think it could. They'd be lucky. They'd be lucky if, there'd be nothing left. It's flying. It's flying out the door. I think the Ryaka remix is the thing that has given it is the reason that people are buying it in advance, It was a good idea, that. And it's also a collector's item. A bit like the waiting game. We're sort of thinking moving forward that it's good to do these, so sort of special collector's items. Gay Cox says, I'm going to get Adele to sign Classified Personal. Good idea.
She left to eat, tangled in a heap around her, careless as the night I found. Window open, my senses reel, out to her is good for me. Suck it, smell it, breathe, inhale it, check the room and then detail it. I can't resist it, can't resist that tease. It's that pure release that hits me, it makes me want to breathe. I can't resist it, can't resist that tease. It's that pure release that hits me and makes me want to breathe. God knows where mercy goes, buried in the undergrowth, visits in the night to haunt me, whispers in my ear to taunt me. Blonde hair, tattered jeans, running on a frozen field, with the devil right behind us. Who knows if he'll ever find us? I can't resist it, can't resist that tease. It's that pure release that hits me and makes me want to breathe. I can't resist it, can't resist that tease. It's that pure release that hits me and makes me want to breathe. Save yourself a little piece of this pure release. Save yourself a little piece of this pure release. Bed sheets smell so sweet long after she left to eat, tangled in a heap around her, careless as that night I found her. God knows where mercy goes, buried in the undergrowth. It visits in the night to haunt me, whispers in my ear to taunt me. I can't resist it, can't resist that tease. It's that pure release that hits me and makes me want to breathe. I can't resist it, can't resist that tease. It's that pure release that hits me and makes me want to breathe. I can't resist it, can't resist that tease. I can't resist it,
Yeah, that stop didn't go very well. But new part's good, isn't it?
Yeah, what are you doing there? I like the effect as well. Is it just a deeper thing? Well, what is the different thing? What's the different? Effect number 9.
Well, it's effect number 9, but it says
Yeah,
it's in that.
they got on to James Gwyneth, he's going effect number 9 again. Right.
So you get that
Oh,
one.
that's good. Yeah, you were never hitting it that low. Yeah, do that again. That's good. Sheila Bunce is gutted that she didn't get the limited edition waiting game. If you snooze, you lose. That is, well, I mean, to be honest, that part of the reason that we decided to extend this one, the Riaka remix thing, for anybody that pre-orders. And Colette, make sure you get the link in for the pre-orders to the shop. Is that we felt it was a bit unfair. I mean, because we just gave it to the first 100, and to be honest, they went to the first 100 went, I think, before we even did the Facebook Live show. They just went on the email that I sent out. Literally a couple of hours. The first 100 went. So we decided this time that we would give people a bit more time, you know, and have more people be able to get this fantastic Riaka remix thing. Now me and Declan have given ourselves more work to do. That's the only thing, but it should be fun. I think filming it's actually not a bad idea. But yeah, so if you haven't pre-ordered, be sure to. I can't wait to get the bloody thing. I think we should have it next Thursday, shouldn't we?
Yes.
Wouldn't it be great if we can get it next as soon as we have it? It was my wife Linda's 40-something's birthday yesterday. Can you give her a shout out? Do you know how to play Happy Birthday now? No?
Yeah, but I know it.
Okay.
Not with this version.
Okay. Okay.
What's that?
Linda. David, of course we can.
I don't really like the Happy Birthday song, but it's...
Oh yes, is this the one that we did? Is it Happy Birthday to you? That one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We did a version of Happy Birthday. We have been asked to do, we have been asked this before, to do Happy Birthdays, and I don't know how we came up with this. Okay. Alright, Dick, you want to start? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Linda. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Linda. Happy birthday to you. Keep going. I've heard it said that you look 22. You may be older, but to say it just wouldn't do. Now if you ask me, I will say you're somewhere between 22 and 32. But you're definitely not 40-something. Definitely not 40-something. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. It's Colette's birthday. It's who? Colette's birthday today too. Yeah, it's not Colette's birthday, I don't think. Do you know? Maybe Debbie knows Colette. Is this a different Colette? It's definitely not. Well, she was on the Sherry, so she might have been. I don't know what Colette was doing, but she rang up. Oh, it isn't her birthday, is it? Honestly, is it your birthday? No. Debbie, come on. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely no, it's definitely not your birthday.
Nobody knows anything about Colette.
Nobody knows anything about Colette. See, that's it. It's like a mystery. It's like, you know, constantly different. I don't even know what that means. Yes, no, different. I mean, what does that mean? What's different mean? Nobody knows. It's just Colette is just. Oh, it's Colette McCourt's birthday. That's Dermot Goss.
Dermot.
Dermot, how's Dermot? Yes, it's different. It's a different Colette McCourt. Well, I'm getting completely confused now. Is it like two Colette McCourts? Cheers, David. Cheers. I should say cheers and have a drink while I'm at it. So, yeah, we're down 21. And it's another song off Classified Personal. Yay! Which is just as well, because it's good to know that the song that we've turned into vinyl is actually popular.
Yeah, the countdown. What's the countdown?
Well, this said it couldn't last, but it's gone up from number 35 to number 16 in this week's Top Hot 100. Yes, it came out as the third single. The video was shot in the Clown's Hotel toilet, if I remember. The song is called Change, and we're going to dedicate this to Colette McCourt. We're not sure if it's Debbie's Colette McCourt or whether it's Dermot's Colette McCourt, but to both of you.
Okay.
This wine is actually really, really nice. See, very good health, Colette. It's the other Colette McCourt. Happy birthday, Colette. This was the original drum loop that we wrote the song over. Where did we get this loop? Do you remember? Was it a factory loop?
We got it from the engineer that did well for the second record.
Yeah, I mean we have a habit of sort of picking drum loops that you can't dance to. You know, so it's like a bit like the bossa nova beats, you know. Try dancing to this. But you could if you started doing like a sort of a. Brian, love this track. We dedicate it to Colette and Brian. And for hoping for a change in the weather, maybe. See that? That was a smooth link there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's late, but not too late. You should know better than that. You're on fire without even knowing. I'm on the street saying things I probably regret. It's just a way to get you going. We know Ireland are playing in the against Portugal in the Aviva, I think. So it's amazing that we've had so many people turn up and have a bit of fun with us here. Week 55 of our Ask Us Anything Facebook Live and YouTube Live show. Again, thanks to everybody that's pre-ordered our brand new sunflower yellow vinyl classified personal, which is going to contain a remix of this very track. But from Declan, Colette, whose birthday it isn't, and myself, Brendan, we hope to see you next week.